And that too is a part of it, that I from playing roles where I wanted agency, I wanted power, I wanted to show Indigenous women in a way that illuminates our strength, our vulnerabilities, our courage, and our wisdom. And I in the draft of the commission, in my proposal, I said, and I want to use laughter to do it. Because, yeah, right? Because I think that's what people haven't seen from us. Because I'm strategic. I'm like, I want people to come and see witness Indigenous women's power. But people don't really want to see like sad and too serious of a play. And I know from my own life that I have used, and I do use, comedy and laughter to get people to listen. And I think someone was saying that it reminded them of Shaw's approach. Shaw would say, I have things to say, but people don't want to come and see a serious play. So he's like, I wrote these comedies or humorous plays to get people into the theater. And I think that's what we do with Kamloopa. You will laugh. I guarantee you. I've said this before, and no one's taking me back on it. If you don't laugh once, I will buy you your ticket. And my dad was like, you can't call it a comedy. People, it's really hard. I don't know if it'll be that funny. He came and was like, I think you did it. I think you managed to have humor from the beginning through the middle to the very end. Even in the most dramatic, compelling parts, it was really important for me to show that, Indigenous people are the most resilient people that I know. It's of my lived experience that the funniest jokes I've heard sometimes are at a funeral. They're when people are really struggling, because we know that that's when we need humor and laughter the most. And that's when I've been bearing witness, because I've seen almost every show through this run, watching the audience lose it with laughter makes me so happy, because that's ultimately what Kamloopa is about. It's about happiness. It's about joy. It's about finding that in our lives, because I think that's what we need right now. I think with everything that's going on in the world, we need to be laughing more. We need to be joking with each other, because it opens us up to a place to be peaceful, to make good decisions, to see each other honestly. And that's where Kamloopa came from. I think the power of humor and laughter and joy and happiness is really what I want people to leave with seeing it. And I wanted to play about Indigenous women finding happiness. And so I could give the actors homework to say, instead of go think about residential schools, or go investigate trauma, or go think about a very sad moment in your life, I wanted to say, go think about the first time you found love. Go think about the time you laughed so hard you cried. Go remember the last time you truly felt happiness. That's the kind of homework I wanted to give to Indigenous women, and that's what I really wanted with Kamloopa, because I think we need it. The grandmother teachings have been profoundly impactful in all aspects of this creation process. As a director, I'll hold myself accountable to say I wish I had more wisdom in that moment, or I probably should have had more truth. Right now, though, and I continue to struggle with it, and I might get emotional, is that I still struggle, because of the way I've been conditioned that Indigenous women have, to receive love. And that's also probably why I wrote Kamloopa, for my own investigation and my own journey to see what does it mean for Indigenous women and sisterhood and friends and women to really love each other, to really have a profound respect for each other. And so for me, the gift that Kamloopa keeps on giving me is to feel brave enough to laugh, feel brave enough and confident enough to feel joy, to ultimately feel that we are worthy of love, we are capable of loving, and we can give so much. And that's the teaching that keeps presencing itself for me, is the power of truly loving oneself, which is, I think, the journey these women go on. And I wrote a whole play about it, so I think it's got to be love. Yeah. Indigenous love, what does that look like?